Throughout history, man's fascination with the moon has fueled endless exploration. From ancient civilizations' myths and rituals to modern-day space missions, reflecting our innate curiosity and desire to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos. The moon's enigmatic presence continues to captivate us, serving as a timeless symbol of inspiration, wonder, and the boundless potential of human achievement. Moon phase watches have a rich history dating back to the 17th century, when watchmakers began incorporating intricate mechanisms to track the lunar cycle. With their rotating disc or subdials depicting the moon's phases, have since become a beloved and elegant horological tradition, allowing wearers to appreciate the ever-changing celestial dance right on their wrists. Hi guys, welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today we are taking a look at the Baltany S184042, an affordable moon phase watch that has some interesting design choices. This watch was sent to me by the company for free for review, and I do get to keep it. Keep that in mind as you watch this video, but like always, you can rest assured that you are going to get my own honest opinion of it. That said, Baltany is one of my favorite Chinese brands. I have reviewed quite a few of their watches in the past couple of years, and have always been very impressed with the quality and the value for money they manage to offer. 4 colorways are available: black or white with silver crowns and bezels. These go for $135, and two-tone black or white with gold-colored crowns and bezels. These cost $14 more. The watch comes in the usual Baltany travel case. You get an instruction manual, which funnily enough does not include the moon phase complication, a 2 years warranty card, a strap removing tool, and a microfiber cleaning cloth. Let's get the measurements. The width of the case is 36 mm, its thickness is 13 mm including the protruding crystal, the distance between the lugs is 18 mm, lug tip to lug tip is 44 mm, and the watch weighs 57 grams on the supplied leather strap. Water resistance is 100 meters, above and beyond what you'd expect of a dressy watch like this one. The color of the dial isn't actually white. It's more of a silverish grey color with a sparkling finish that plays very nicely with the light. You have to give it to Baltany. Great dial texture is something they do very well. There's a minute track running along the edge of the dial, printed in black. It is a pretty busy track, with elongated seconds markers, short fifth of a second markers, and Arabic numerals marking every 5 seconds from 05 to 60. But it still manages to be elegant and low-key. The indices are all applied, highly polished and gold-colored. Lume filled triangles mark the 12, 3, 6 and 9, and 3D stars mark all other hours, keeping with the celestial theme of the watch. Each star has a small lume plot adjacent to it. The branding on this watch is very minimal, just a fine printed Baltany under the 12 o'clock marker. The star of the show, the crescent-shaped moon phase complication window at the 6 o'clock position, depicts a representation of the waxing and waning of the moon as observed from Earth. More specifically, it represents the age of the moon rather than its actual shape in the sky. The alpha style hands too are gold colored and highly polished, and the hour and minute hands do have some patina color lume on their centers, which I think really complements the gold color. This is old radium superluminova that is used to give a watch that retro vintage look. The actual luminescent effect isn't going to win any awards here, but it sure is pretty darn good for this type of watch, and it does make it a bit more practical. The dial is covered by a double-domed sapphire crystal, a very nice one. It has some anti-reflective coating applied to its underside to make it easier to read the time in well-lit environments. The case is made of 316L stainless steel, and if it looks familiar to you, it's because Baltany have been using this bubble back style case on many of their watches before. A couple of them were featured on this channel. The finishing is similar as well, only this time we have the gold colored bits. The finishing level is very good, the tops of the lugs are brushed, and the rest of the case, including the fixed bezel, are highly polished. The gold color crown at the 3 o'clock position screws down to help with the water resistance. It is highly polished and unsigned. The case back is highly polished and sterile, and it too screws down into place. I've learned to keep the sticker that comes on the case back on, because these things tend to get scuffed and scratched pretty fast. The movement powering this watch is a Japanese Miyota 6P24. This is a true moon phase quartz movement. And by true, I mean that it doesn't just use a date wheel that was modified to act as a moon phase complication, but an actual moon phase complication that completes a full cycle every 29.5 days, just like the moon does. It has up to 3 years of battery life and is accurate to between plus and minus 20 seconds per month. The watch comes on the same type of leather strap almost all Baltini watches come on. It has that signature double stitching on top, and the brushed gold-toned stainless steel buckle, unsigned. Let's put it on my 7-inch wrist and see how it wears. Well, this feels very familiar. On wrist, this watch wears just as well as the 2 automatic watches I've reviewed with the same bubble back style case. I think it is very elegant and compact, but it does have a distinct advantage of being slightly slimmer thanks to the reduced thickness made possible by using a quartz movement. That makes it an easy wear. And while the leather strap does need a little breaking in, it is already quite comfortable. Legibility is surprisingly good, though the hands don't necessarily pop against the light background of the dial. The anti-reflective coating seems to be doing a fine job reducing the glare bouncing off the crystal. Let's run through the pros and cons. On the pro side, you gotta appreciate Baltany for the quality they deliver, time and time again. The finishing of the stainless steel case is great, the texture of the dial is very nice, and its design is original and unique. The moon phase complication is nice to have, even if it is just for the novelty of it. Sure, you can just look out the window and see the moon, and yes, you don't really need this, but let's face it, you can also check the time on your phone, so that point is as moot as having a watch on your wrist in the first place. It is a pretty cool complication to have. The sapphire crystal looks really good like on all Baltany watches, and you get more than sufficient water resistance with those screw-down crown and case back. The strap is basic, but certainly not a bad one. Now for the cons. Well, I appreciate everything they did with this watch, but I just don't see myself wearing it. This watch is just not my cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. We each have our own likes and dislikes, and it doesn't say anything about the watch itself. Two-tone watches have always been a polarizing subject among watch enthusiasts, and those applied stars on the dial are something that you either like or you don't. Same goes for quartz movements. Other than those matters of personal taste, I have nothing to complain about the actual watch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you find the design a turn on or a turn off? Either way, if you want to check it out for yourselves, you'll find links to the watch on both Baltany's official store on AliExpress and on their official website down in the description of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram, where you can get to know me and my collection a little bit better, get all the news about the channel, and connect with me on a more personal level. I want to thank Baltany and specifically Joy, the CEO, for sending me this watch for review, and to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.